And here we are. We just had to show the tickets right here. This is a reception desk for flights bound for the Manderville Gold Saucer. Before proceeding, I must ask that you submit your ticket for inspection. The golden ticket. It appears that everything is in order. I just wonder if he gave us a fake. An airship will be departing shortly before the next bell. All right, thank you. I am finally off to make some riches. Oh boy. I am so excited to finally get rich. In game. God. I forgot that's what it looks like. It's a giant cactuar. Man, I never get tired of seeing this place when I watch my sister play. Oh, yep, you get to play a card game. I think it's called Triple Trades. And you get to play little mini games for easy cash. Yeah, that's such an NPC ass like animation. Ah! Oh, look at him. He's wearing a top hat. Oh my god, they're so cute. Oh my god. You're pretty smiling. Yeah, you really can't wait to get rich here. The Gold Saucer. I think that started out to be a thing in Final Fantasy VII, if I remember correctly. So now the Manderville Gold Saucer is available. So that means we can start doing some mini games. Welcome to the Manderville Gold Saucer, where all your dreams can come true. That is, all your dreams can come true if you have enough Manderville Gold Saucer points. Gil can be exchanged for MGP at the main counter in the mill entrance. The current rate is 10 gil for 1. Oldan law prevents the Gold Saucer from exchanging MGP if the patron already possesses more than 500. MGP cannot be converted back to gil, but the points can be used to purchase an assortment of wonderful prizes from the prize claim attendant, also located at the main counter in the entrance square. All right. Word of Wonders. I take it this is supposed to be the guy that shows you around. If this is your first visit, nothing would please us more than to give you a full tour of our establishments. I think it would just show us the way. Speak with the Gold Saucer attendant. Okay. Should be like in the middle desk around here. Yep. Welcome, traveler, to the Gold Saucer. This is the main counter where you can purchase tickets for the mini Cactpot, acquire and redeem Manderville Gold Saucer points, and much more. But what in the world are Manderville Gold Saucer points, I hear you cry? Beyond those majestic gates, you'll find Chocobo Square, home to the Chocobo Racing Circuit. What Chocobo owner has not dreamed of pitting their fleetest bird against the realm's finest in a pulse-quickening dash for fame and fortune? This is just horse racing. I would not want to bet on that. And should you desire more elaborate contests of strategy, you will surely find it in Minion Square, at the Lord of Verminion tables, where would-be generals pit armies of minions against one another in battles for honor and glory. Oh, there's minion battles? That's funny. The MGP or NGS points. But put simply, MGP, as we call it for short, is the currency in which dreams are bought and sold within these halls. But my associate here beside me can tell you more. All right, fair enough. Speak with the other man. You're back to experience the wonders of the gold saucer for the first time. How I envy you. But before you venture forth, you'll want to exchange a share of your gil for MGP, a service which it is my great honor to provide. Fabulous attractions and all the wonderful games. If you play them with skill, you find your little stack of points increasing 10, 20, even 100-fold. Now that you know the fundamentals, you're ready to step out on the floor of the gold saucer. Your tour will continue at Card Square to the southwest. I would, of course, be happy to exchange some of your gil for MGP before you venture on, while my associates and I strive to leave nothing unexplained. How many do I really need, though? Let's try 200 for now, for 20. I do know that every time I come here, I always have to talk to this person. Fair traveler, care to test your luck with the mini cactpot ticket? It is like a little scratch ticket you can do to earn some instant cash. It is a game of chance available to you thrice every day. Playing is simplicity itself, just guess the value of the covered numbers to win it big. If Naimea's grace is with you, you'll be rewarded with MGS points galore. Oh, so it's not cash, it's actually points. The counter for mini cactpot tickets resets daily at 10 AM Earth time. Each mini cactpot ticket has 9 slots arranged in a 3x3 grid. Each slot is randomly assigned a number from 1 to 9. When you purchase a ticket, a single number will be revealed. To play, uncover any 3 other numbers. Based on that information, guess the sum of each line. And then finally, select a single line. The payout of NGP will depend upon the total sum of the line you have chosen. So let me do this. Only 10 to play? Good lord, dude. So looks like we already have 3. It looks like I need to get at least a sum of 6 to get 10,000 points. If not, then I could get like 21 for 1,000 at least, or 24. That's a 5. And that's a 2. So... oh, you know what? I don't think all the numbers are there. I think that's why. Yeah, I don't think all the numbers are here, so I guess I have to guess here. Oh wait, no, I can pick another number. Okay. So now I just have to select a line to guess which one is the big payout. So I would have to assume that the number 6 for 10,000 points is not here. So I would have to guess this. Well, I got like 100 points. Okay. And you can also see here which ones were a much better sum. Yeah, I would have picked this line or this line. I would have gotten 720 points with a total sum of 8. And there you have it. That's pretty much scratch tickets. Okay. Ugh, Jesus. Well, that's already 15 for 8 and 7. It could be 6 right here. But I also have not seen 1, 2, and 3. So I would have to assume it's this line. Nope. The 2 was down here. See, I would have also gotten 8. See how, like, lucky you have to be for this? And you do this, like, 3 times a day, I do believe. Oh, 1. 7. 5. Okay. Harumph. Let's pick this line. No. Still, it's not bad. But I would have definitely gotten 252 points on this line. That's okay. What's that? What the hell was that thing? Oh, wow. Could I get like a little chocobo companion? Ooh. How am I gonna do this? Fledgling chocobo registration. Okay. Are you content or are you content to merely amble through life, shuffling forward step by step at a snail's pace? Imagine the wind in your hair as you cross the finish line atop a chocobo. But that you are here bespeaks desire already present, does it not? I think this eve a new jockey we do receive. Alas, a jockey cannot compete without a suitable steed, a rare chocobo to be precise. Mayhap you think to nominate your own personal chocobo. But fear not, my friend, for it so happens we have a surplus of fledglings in need of new companions. Oh, so if, like, I don't have my own chocobo yet to race with, so I think it's gonna give me, like, a rental. You need only journey to Oh, there's a special time event. Should I go do that first? Should I go to the main square? Here, let me attune this real quick. Yeah, there seems like there's gonna be a special event at the square. I want to see if I can participate in it. Is it you? If you wish to participate in Leap of Faith, pray make haste to the round square. All right. I think this is supposed to be their special event. Oh, here we are. Oh, right, we have to talk to this little cactuar. When participating as a party, please note all party members must be present. Okay. I think this is an obstacle course. Yeah, I think this is one of those jumping obstacle courses that was also in MapleStory that was so fucking difficult to do. Oh, let's see how this fares in 3D. I just have to jump to the finish. Whoa. Whoa. Hit. Okay. Wait, I have to jump on that? Hit. Oh god. Hit. Hit. Oh my god. I did not expect that. Hit. Hit. Oh, I fell. Well, I think I collected something. I didn't think I was gonna jump that far. All right, let's try it again. I mean, it was doing good so far. I think I have to actually see where I'm going too. Yeah. 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 Go. All right. I think we're good. Yeah. Oh, you're supposed to take those. Oh my god. Do you ever run fast? Oh god. Oh jeez. Jeezum. Oh jeez. Oh my god. This is nuts. Oh my god. Yeah. I can hardly see where I'm going. Shit. Ow. Okay. I think I go this way. Okay. That's okay. We try, we go again. I made it. I made it. Okay. Oh my god, I made it. You're supposed to grab that? Oh my god. Whoa. Oh. Oh. Okay. Okay. We made it up here. Oh dear. Oh no, 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 no. Oh, oh, okay. Oh. Ha! Oh. Oh, I made it. Did I made it? Wait, I was supposed to grab that, wasn't I? I think so. Huh. I think I was supposed to grab that, wasn't I? Well, I see, I missed a bronze cactus. Huh. I wonder if I can, like, go back down. I can maybe grab it. Okay. Five minutes remaining. Yep. Oh, this is scary. I got it. Yo, I got an achievement. Oh. Oh, I made it. I missed the bronze cactuar, but I don't fucking care. I made it. Oh. Ooh. So now what? Do I just wait until the time runs out, or? Oh, I could just leave. Okay. Ooh, okay. I just had to right-click on the goal. There we go. 2,000 for completion. And 3,900. Man. I just had to click on the goal and finish. Although I should have went... If that was the case, I should have went back and grabbed that bronze one that I missed, but... That was actually a lot of points that I grabbed. And I am back from a little break from a recording to another recording. Now, funny story, actually, and actually kind of a bad one, too. So, this is actually the third recording session of Final Fantasy XIV. And this didn't struck me until, like, I think it was like a couple weeks or so after I finished it, that I could not find the Audacity MP3 recording of that session. Like, I would tag them as like a Realm Reborn 1, a Realm Reborn 2, a Realm Reborn 3. The third one was nowhere to be found, and I did record it. And I must have saved it somewhere on my PC. So I was searching for it for like days. I've searched it through all of my hard drives, my external hard drives, my OneDrive, my PC, all the folders. I've searched everywhere, even my laptop. And it's just gone. The entire 7-hour session of the Audacity recording of my microphone is just gone. I might have either accidentally deleted it or something happens. Like, it might have got corrupted or something. Much like what happened in the first recording session where my webcam footage got corrupted for some reason, and I had to like re-render that in like a lower resolution. I also remember I had problems with that too, like the webcam resolution. I thought like just lowering the resolution would make the renders go faster. But for some reason, anytime I add effects in Vegas Pro, that actually makes the renders much slower. For example, that first episode was like an hour long. It took 3 hours to finish that render with the effects. But once I turned that off, it was like cut in half. So it was good. I've also figured out, like, I don't really need to render my videos in 1440p. I thought, like, doing that would just get rid of, like, it would just get rid of the, like, the bitrate, the pixelated bitrate that YouTube loves to do every time you upload a video. And the codec would be VP09 as the best one, but like AV01 is like worse. I don't know. So what I'm going to hopefully try and do for you guys is do a backseated commentary of a 7-hour session. Cause this one had a lot of good shit in here. Like spoiler alerts, I went through I think 3 dungeons and 1 boss fight. And that's it. And then I think I did a little bit of Gold Saucer stuff. I think what I'm showing here right now is that the secondhand jobs, like the carpenter, the fisherman, the culinarian stuff, that's apparently not necessary to show. Because that would take even longer to show off. As much as you would for like small side quests. But from what I heard from Amanda is that eventually in the game, this stuff is going to be important to do. But hopefully for the next 7 hours, I'm going to do more of a narrative, like live commentary. Oh boy. This is what I get for losing the footage. Call of the Sea. Ah, my Lord Envoy. I trust your stay in the Sultanate has been pleasant. Now, if you don't mind my asking, do you perchance have plans to visit Limsa Lominsa in the near future? If so, I have information that may be of interest to you. I once accompanied the Flame General on an official visit to the seaside city-state, during which time I became acquainted with Baderon, the proprietor of the Drowning Wench. Well, the man sent a word just now that he has a job for a capable adventurer. I can think of none with better credentials than you. Baderon would doubtless be pleased were you to offer him your services. Also, just to point out too, there isn't going to be webcam for this part too because of the lost footage. Because that was supposed to be in sync with the webcam, unfortunately. But it's something that I had to deal with. Believe me, I've actually been through worse. Oh, I think I had to do something on my computer. I heard that. Yeah, believe me when I say I've probably been through worse. Failed recordings in the past. I can always remember that one time where it was Pikmin 3, and I've probably told this story a bunch of times. It was Pikmin 3, and I beat the game, I've saved Olimar, and all that, and the power went out, and I lost the footage of, what? More than 2 hours of it? More of the finale of Pikmin 3 was lost, and I had to redo the whole thing. That whole chapter. It was painful. Welcome to the Drowning Wench. Sit wherever you like, mate. I'll be with you in... Well, if it ain't the one and only Brygon Misterall. I was told an distinguished venturer might be reporting for duty. Fancy that venturer being you, eh? Just so you're fairly warned, though, this ain't no job for the faint of heart. Things are liable to get downright bleedinary. But if you think you're still interested, let me know and I'll fill you on the details. So I think the one I picked up was the Bronze Crius. I just picked up some more gold. I still can't figure out if those are even sellable unless you enhance them. It's probably pirates. The proprietor of the Drowning Wench has need a capable adventurer. I thank you for taking the time to help me out. Now, I'm sure you're busy, so I'll come straight to the point. Word has it, some suspicious-looking buggers have been sneaking in and out to the Satasha Sigarot, and I need a trustworthy sort to head up north of Aleport and find out who they are and what they're up to. Don't sound like much I know. But since that nasty business over in Swiftperch, folks been a bit uneasy. Well, I say a bit. 'Tis all they can do to not to soil themselves every time the bloody floorboards creak. If you would permit me, Master Baderon, I should be happy to elaborate. Well, if it ain't the Chief Yellowjacket himself. To what do I owe you this rare honor, Commodore Reiner? Come to make sure me patrons are behaving? Or just thirsty? Neither. In fact, I came to welcome Brygarn back to Limsa. It is well you have returned. Over the course of the past moon, there have been several sightings of an unfamiliar vessel off the coast of Aleport, in the vicinity of the Isles of Umbra. This information came to my attention no more than a few weeks after a squad of my own soldiers had completed a routine patrol of the region, the Satasha Sigarot included. Their search revealed little, save that a family of corals had taken up residence in the caves. Nothing to concern us, in short. In light of recent developments, however, it would seem wise to search Satasha again. But with the Sahagan testing our defenses daily, I am loath to assign the task to the limited forces at my disposal. Our line is stretched as it is. Thus, I sought the services of a competent adventurer to conduct an investigation in our stead. Any aid you can offer in this matter will be greatly appreciated. Nods in agreement. Then it is settled. Satasha is located in western Lanaska. For more detailed instructions on how to reach the place, I suggest you consult Vimelpa. She can be found at the ferry docks on the lower decks. You heard the man. Good luck to you, lad. If you need more information to reach the port, check out the enclosed instruction book. I actually do start to feel that that's what my Let's Play channel has come to these days. It's more of like a casual, laid-back, like, narrative playthrough at this point. I am good at some games, and then other games I just like to talk about the narrative. There's Vimelpa. You'll hear about Commodore Reiner's investigation, then you'll want to board a ferry bound for Aleport. Once you arrive in western Lanaska, though, you'd best pay a visit to the Hall of the Novice before you blunder into Satasha. The Adventurers Guild runs the hall, and the folk there will prepare you, train you with the skills you need to face the dangers undoubtedly waiting for you in the Seagrot. The hall is on the way to Satasha, just north of Aleport. Head inside and one of their seasoned adventurers will take you in hand. Best of luck to you, friend. I think I remember that part too. That's where you, like, do some training for, like, battling if you want to be a tank. And boy howdy, like, every time I hear Carly or Amanda say about tanks, like, it's entirely different on how I played it back then. If you were to play this in the late game. Oh yeah, that big green leaf, that's the Adventurers. Oh no, this is the Hall of the Novice, that's right. This is where, yeah, that leaf icon above the smith there, that's where you get to do the training. And I think I remember doing a couple of those. It pretty much just tells you how to position yourself and how to use your combos on the bottom left here. Ah, you must be the adventurer of whom the Yellowjackets said word. I hear you are the brave the depths of the Satasha Seagrot. Or too brave the depths. The occupants of those caves are rumored to be as numerous as they are bloodthirsty. No matter what the epic tales would have you believe, strolling into a den of savagery alone would be the height of foolishness. No, you shall need companions. You'll be foolish. And you shall need the training we here at the Hall of the Novice can provide. I strongly suggest that you study the fundamentals of group combat before continuing on your mission. The smith here oversees the training schedules. Speak with him and you can register for exercises tailored to your particular field of expertise. Hi. Hi, how are ya? When you have mastered all that our masters have to teach, then it will be time to head north once more. Report to the Yellowjacket Scout at the mouth of the Satasha Seagrot, and he will furnish you with the details of your duty. Oh yeah, because the next part of that quest actually takes you to the dungeon. Yeah, that will be the first dungeon you actually go through in this game. If you started out in Limsa, yeah, this is the tank training that I was doing here. This is this pretty much just tells you how to position yourself with, like, yeah, how to position yourself as a tank. Try to have everybody, like every single enemy in the battlefield aggro to you. Like, have everybody focused on you. Keep up with your combos. So, like, for example, in early tanks, in the early tank stage, you had, like, the heavy swing and the maim as your combo. So you would do heavy swing first and then maim second. That deals the most damage. And let's not forget about enmity, which I think it was Defiance that you need the most for, like the most active for. So if you have that turned on every time you go to a dungeon, make sure to use it. The others were like buffs. I remember the tomahawk being a ranged weapon. And I don't think, yeah, I think this first part of the training was just to avoid area of effects. I think that's what this was. There is supposed to be a third move that you were supposed to get called Storm's Path. That's supposed to be like your finisher for early tank combos. So you have your heavy swing, then your maim. And then there's a third attack you can do afterwards for even bigger damage called Storm's Path. But that's pretty much it, really. You're just avoiding area of effect attacks here, and then the next challenges or next training, you try to have everybody focus on you and not let them attack your teammates, because healers and DPS have lower HP pools than you do. This is pretty much how you have to deal with in like Overwatch, and even Overwatch 2 makes it worse if you're like the only tank in the team. The most fantastic fanfare for just avoiding. Oh my god. Oh yeah, I almost forgot another important thing too. Overpower. That's like an area of effect move that you can do if you want to increase enmity for multiple enemies. It has that amount of range that you can do if you stand in like the middle. Let's see if he positions himself. Yeah. You can see like red arrows that move towards you. That means that the enemy is going to come to you. So overpower is a really good move if you want to have enemies like admitted to you, like at the same time, instead of going for them individually. And like I said before, the tomahawk is like a ranged weapon or a ranged attack if you want to hit enemies from farther away from you that are trying to go for your teammates, like healers. But yeah, I think there I was showing like how big that range is for the overpower. And here it is, our first ever dungeon. Please tell me you're here on Yellow Jacket duty and not some daft sod out for a stroll. I can't take any more of this blasted waiting. You are? Thank the gods. I assume you already know about the ship seen slipping around the Isles of Umbra. We've been on the lookout for pirate activity ever since that vessel was sighted, thinking a crew of cutthroats might have a den nearby. So when we received the word that men of questionable quality had been seen passing in and out of Satasha here, we weren't entirely surprised. I have yet to see them for myself, but if this lot belongs to those fishback-fancying serpent reavers, well, you can imagine the panic it'll cause. The kidnappings are still fresh in people's minds. Anyway, your task is to poke around in the caves and find out exactly who we're dealing with. While you do that, I'll be keeping watch out here, praying you don't spawn any blue-face tattoos. And there it is. The Duty Finder and Duty Support. You are now able to unlock the first ever dungeon. A dungeon beckons. Enlist the aid of allied players and NPCs alike to slay monsters, solve mysteries, and defeat the mighty boss lurking in the depths. Conquering the dungeons is not only a time-honored tradition of adventurers, but it also progresses the main scenario and tests your prowess at a given class or job in a timed environment. Intimidated? Fear not, dear adventurers, for what a little guidance you too shall be clearing dungeons with confidence in no time. You may challenge a dungeon via two different methods, by calling upon the support of trusty NPCs, or by pooling your talent with other players, be they best friend or first acquaintance. No matter how you form your party, the trials that await you will be comparable in difficulty and experience. So either choose computers or actual players. No matter how independent and capable you may be, a dungeon is too mighty a challenge to overcome on one's own. By choosing duty support when accessing the entrance of any applicable dungeon, you will summon a balance of team-skilled NPCs to support you on your path to glory. Just don't forget them once you're rich and famous, yes? Oh, believe me, I think I've forgotten a lot of names throughout my time here. Trust me. After choosing to challenge a dungeon with NPCs via duty support, a party that perfectly complements your current class or job will be automatically created. All that's left is to select register for duty and you'll be battling monsters in no time. They say a burden shared is a burden halved, and with the duty finder, you can split that burden amongst a team of players who smolder with the same passion for adventure as you do. No need to recruit such teammates as yourself. The duty finder's matching system will automatically group players according to chosen challenge and other criteria. And once you've been matched with a party, you'll be notified by a bracing sound that the time for battle is at hand. Simply select commence and you and your comrades will be delivered onto the fray. Remember, the adventurers with whom you are cooperating are fellow players. Take advantage of the full and varied strengths your group possesses by communicating respectively and often. You hear that? As your journey progresses, more and more dungeons will become available until you find yourself master of the sea tribulations overcome. But don't let completion deter you from challenging your favorite duties again. Simply open duty support to play through dungeons you've cleared, or use duty finder to do the same dungeons not yet supported by the NPC party system. So there is going to be some dungeons that won't support you doing it on your own with NPCs. I will have to do it with real players. While this introduction of dungeons has no doubt been immortalized within the hallowed halls of your mind, if you find yourself in need of a refresher, you may access tutorial information. A true adventurer knows the meaning of duty. Secure your legacy by fulfilling yours. Yeah, this is pretty much just the special guidelines that I would love to read. But yeah. The first ever dungeon is open. The Satasha Sea Grot. Or I think it's just called Satasha. And I think what I did for this whole session, I've just only been doing it with NPCs. I wasn't ready for the toxicity of players yet. I think that only happens in the later game. I feel like this game actually has a user-friendly player base. Like, when I played these dungeons for the first time before, they were actually so nice to me on how to play tank. It's unbelievable that Overwatch would never have this much friendly player base. Like, holy shit. They were just so nice to me on how to play the game. So of course I turn on the Defiance. I think this was commencing or clearing raids. Instance raids come with several rules, including time limits and restrictions of changing classes or jobs. Instance areas can be left anytime by using exits. Yep. Once a boss has been engaged, players will be unable to enter or leave the immediate area. Make sure that all party members are nearby and prepared, lest you incur their undying wrath or toxicity. If you are KO'd during an instance raid, you may either have a party member raise you or choose to return to the instance entrance. So it's like a respawn. Now, this is what I didn't figure out last time, is limit break. They're powerful actions which are only available to parties of 4 or more members. The actions can be executed when the party's limit gauge is full. The gauge is located directly above the party list. The limit gauge will slowly fill as battle progresses, while certain acts of heroism, such as curing while they're on the brink of death or preventing an enemy from using its special attack, will cause the gauge to rise quicker. The limit trigger is located in the Actions and Traits menu under General. It can be set on your hotbar for easy access. There are 5 different types. For single melee attacks, all targets in a straight line, ranged area of effect attack, caster increases party defense. Oh wait, no. So single-handed DPS attacks to all targets in a straight line. Ranged DPS is area of effect. Casters is increased party defense. Actually, wait. Oh no. No, I'm reading this wrong. Single target attack is the melee DPS. The area of effect is the caster. And then the long range one in a single line, that's the ranged DPS. Increases party defense is the tank. And then I would believe that HP is restored by support. Like a Kiraga or something like that. So I never actually figured out what that limit break actually did last time I played this. But now I actually knew that if I was a tank in this game, or in this dungeon, then if I was to use my limit break, it only just raises the party's defense. But I'm not sure if it's like... Is it like temporary, or is it actually like permanent until the dungeon's over? Either when the dungeon's over, or when everybody is fallen. No, I'm trying to think if like those basic limit break effects are only just for the beginner class. And I'm wondering if like once you've upgraded to like higher ups, that the limit break will have even more special moves that you can do. So not to mention too, if you look at the right side above the quest list, there's like certain objectives you have to do to progress to the dungeon. And these dungeons have, I think it's like, I feel like it's the first few dungeons that you have to do in this game take up to 90 minutes. So you could do like an hour and a half in these dungeons. You find a bloodstained scrap parchment with a message scrawled upon it in faded ink. The captain ikes his wine red. Oh, the captain likes his wine red. Why did I say Captain Ikes? It's Captain Likes. Not Captain Ikes. Ike is not a captain. He's a radiant hero. Which, by the way, I still have to get back to playing Three Houses. I still have to do the other paths. There were actually some like future LP ideas that I wanted to do for this year too. Since this is the year of Shadow, by the way. Since this is the year of Shadow, since the 3rd movie's coming out in December this year, the Sonic X Shadow Generations game is coming out this year too. And there was a bunch of other Shadow contents that was added in like Sonic Superstars and a couple of the mobile games. I thought about trying out his first game, Shadow the Hedgehog for Nintendo GameCube. Now I remember hearing like a lot of mixed things about it. Like there's some people that loved the story about the game but didn't like the gameplay. But then there are other people that liked the gameplay but didn't like the story. So it pretty much is like, it's pretty much what that whole game is all about. It's like Shadow the Hedgehog has a fucking split personality. And I feel like this is all because like Sonic Team listened to the people that were like, no, Shadow the Hedgehog is an anti-hero. He's good. And then some people are just like, no, he's way too edgy. He has to be evil. after like seeing him in Sonic Adventure 2 for the first time, like people really did not know what he wanted to be back then. And believe it or not, Shadow the Hedgehog in Sonic 06 was a really good portrayal of his character. Sonic 06 of all things. Probably the second worst game of the series, and that actually has a good characterization for Shadow. Or did I say characterization? I meant like personality. But I will see if I can try and play Shadow the Hedgehog. Apparently this has 2-player. I think it's for like the racing, yeah. 2-player battle mode. This has guns in it too. I remember this. This came out in like 2005, and this was a year before the 06. Also, not to mention about these dungeons too. This is pretty much all this is for the starting dungeons. You're just going through wave after wave of a group of enemies, and you have to stay there until every single one of them is defeated, until you move on. It really does feel that slow when you think about it. But it's also like we're very like low leveled. We can't really do a lot of cool stuff until like later. Oh, I got an achievement apparently in this one. I think it was for killing a certain amount of enemies. What the heck is that thing? Satasha Orobon? That thing looked nasty, nasty. Look at them teeth. Look at them teeth. They did actually show teaser information, like teaser footage of the Sonic 3 movie over at CinemaCon a few days ago. This Audacity recording is being recorded on April the 13th of 2024. And CinemaCon happened a while back. That actually showed teasers for Deadpool and Wolverine, Sonic 3, and Moana. Yeah, Moana 2. They actually showed renders of the new Moana movie, and apparently people are upset about how Moana looks like. And I'm sitting here like, what's the big fucking deal? I'm pretty sure it's because of aging. Is it not? Isn't that not what it is? When you look differently, you age? I fail to see what Twitter it is these days. Like, I think the new discourse now these days is, since Crash 4, It's About Time sold really well, that people are complaining that it did better than Sonic Frontiers. Like, who the fuck cares? I'm sitting here watching myself in a dungeon slaying fireflies, and I'm complaining about people who want to shit talk about Sonic Frontiers because Crash did so well. Who the fuck cares? They're both good. I failed to see how positive, like, I failed to see Twitter people, like, being really nice people. Here we go, the 21 best things we saw at CinemaCon of 2024. There was Deadpool's and Wolverine. Oh yeah, the new Joker movie. Twister's Suck Tube. It was probably the Twisters brand. Wicked? You mean the stage play Wicked? Are they doing a movie of it? Part 1 will come out November 27th. Part 2 is next year. They're doing a 2-parter of that stage play that my mom used to love watching at the theater. Lionsgate News. They're bringing back the Blair Witch Project with Blumhouse. Oh, the guys that did, isn't that Five Nights at Freddy's? Or was that something else? Blumhouse Movies. Here we go. Yeah, no. Five Nights at Freddy's. Speaking of that, we saw pictures of the second Five Nights at Freddy's movie that they're making the Mangle animatronic. And I'm actually really excited about that one. And I think that's coming out next year, or is it this year? I did just hear that the Minecraft movie has just finished filming. It's gonna have Jack Black as Steve. And I'm actually very excited about that one. It's either gonna... It's gonna be like a so bad it's good kind of thing, or like the memes are gonna be... The memes are gonna destroy the internet. It's gonna have a Mr. Beast cameo and like other YouTubers that we don't even know who. I'm just only hoping to see if like Markiplier makes even one little cameo in the next Five Nights at Freddy's movie. It was like pretty sweet that MatPat showed up in the first one, because I think not only like, I think it was like a couple months in after that movie came out, he just announced his retirement after like more than 10 years of making theory videos. And that actually like is very sad to think about. Like that guy must have had a huge impact. Like my friend Tan used to love watching him so much. This looks like the pirate captain, Captain Madison. He must be a strong, beefy guy. Where are me men? What's everyone doing? They're all dead. Oh yeah, and you get little treasures for doing certain objectives. Now, I didn't quite like fully understood how that worked. Like, I just walked up to a chest and it was either determined if I actually grabbed the thing or not. I feel like they should fix that. But it's been like, what? Roughly 10 years since this game fully came out, and it never changed. Alright, let's go back at this list. Yeah, the Blair Witch Project with Blumhouse and adapting a Monopoly film with Margot Robbie's company. So Margot Robbie, who was Barbie. The latter was nominated for Best Picture. We'll say we're there at the start. Good Fortune. Don't know what that is. Has something to do with Seth Rogen. John Wick presents Ballerina. John Wick will be back next year in John Wick Presents Ballerina. Keanu Reeves cameos in the new film starring Anna de Armas, and Lionsgate showed a killer reel at the event. A new Alien film? Holy shit. You've seen the trailer, but Disney screened 2 brand new scenes at CinemaCon, and they were brutal and awesome. It's a new Alien series on Disney+. Disney, of all things, are showing aliens. Like, the xenomorph aliens. Furiosa? I think I remember this trailer. It's from Warner Brothers. Oh god, speaking of Warner Brothers. God, I can't believe they just shelved that Coyote movie twice now. Even after that whole speech that Eric Bauza was talking about, like, release the movie, and that movie had to go on trial. Like, I'm actually so upset about that. Like, why go through all that hard work in the animation industry just to have it shelved after it's done? Like, that's the lowest of the low. And this is coming from Warner Brothers. And they've shelved, like, more than once, too. I would still remember when I was at MPC that we were supposed to do Batgirl. And that was canceled because of Warner Brothers.